Are looking live at pre-market prep at the close. Spencer Israel. I got Joel here in the background. The title of today's show is "We Are Leaking." Everyone, we're leaking hard. What gives? Joel is not impressed. Actually, Joel is beyond that. Joel is not happy with this price action. Let's talk about it. Hit that like button and let's go. All right, it is time for pre-market prep at the close.
3 consecutive highs, opened, matched yesterday's low, and then once it took out there, that's all the breakout momentum traders needed.
Joel, we are breaking down here. We're breaking down. Oh, you're on mute.
What's that from? You are looking live. Who is that? Was that Howard Cosell?
Brent Musburger.
Brent Musburger. What was that for? What was that intro for? Like when
oh no, it was a Brent. Yeah, it was Brent. That's what he says used to say for every broadcast. You are looking live at whatever stadium they're broadcasting from.
Do you know that I don't know if I should be saying this, but Brent is quite the wild man. Did you know that?
Yeah, well, I know he's a gambler.
A big gambler. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. He was great, man. I miss him.
Anyways,
Anyways,
he still works. He
for
works
who?
For the Raiders. Anyway,
can we get him on the show?
I can try.
Okay. Well, there was a rip to sell. I just, if you got early, it got ran over. We had a 40-point rally off the open going to 44.22. Nothing there for you folks. I was hoping for Wednesday's high at 46.25. We broke down. I was hoping for yesterday's low at 94.25. We stopped on a dime at 98.75. So I guess you could call it an inside day if you take out that ridiculous pre-market low. But anyways, we're down 22 handles, 43.19.25, 20 handles off the low. Spencer and I were going back for the reasons. He says there is no reason. So if Spencer says there's no reason, there's no reason. Crude off 82 cents at 86.53. Gold getting just whacked down 36.30, 17.95.70. Silver, no one wants silver anymore. That's down $1.10, 22.71. Bitcoin, no hiding out in Bitcoin, you hodlers. It's down 12.25 at 35.85. And Ethereum, it's getting tagged on a percentage basis. I guess NFTs are not what they used to be. That is down $157 at $2,360.
So let's just start with the big boys. Let's start with Tesla because they were the ones that had the earnings last night, and it never really stood a chance today. A lot of hoot and hollering last night during the call when the stock, had a couple pops of a couple of dollars, but that seems like child's play now when you're loving the pop last night up to 9. What it get to? We got to 974 last night.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
We got to get Gordon Johnson on.
You reach out to him, I'm afraid.
Let's see here. I want to go back to the pre-market action, because let's just say we didn't do anything on this show, and you guys just, the market did what it wanted to do, and we were covering this stock. Let's get the pre-market on this chart. It was actually pretty quiet. And it was trading, forget about this. This is when we were talking, where's 8 o'clock? Right in this area, right? 8 o'clock this morning. It was just hanging out, 9:20, 9:35. And I'm thinking, hey, if it gets above 9:35, the regular session, you might want to buy it. It breaks below 9:20, you may want to sell it. Holy mackerel, did that ever pull the rug out on this one? The thing that you got to think about Tesla, and we've discussed before, what's been holding up Tesla, right? It's a big part of the S&Ps, right? It's a big part. So when they do the buy programs, they got to buy Tesla. Well, now that the S&Ps are getting annihilated, then all of a sudden they're treating Tesla on its own fundamentals. The fundamentals of Tesla is that it's a very high price stock. What has happened to high price stocks with high valuations in this market? It's trading on its own merits now, and that's what it's doing. I know people are not going to like me for saying that, but that's the way I look at it. Spencer, how do you look at it?
I mean, kind of the same way, right? Tesla gets that I don't want to call it unnatural, but it gets that almost artificial boost. Just there are a lot of just to be clear, I don't know if you guys have looked at the volume, but like the volume in like the coming out of Vanguard, I guess I should say going into Vanguard, the volume is off the charts these past few weeks, and there are a lot of inflows still going into things like VOO, right? VOO. And so when you get a large component like that, I don't know what Tesla makes up of the VOO. I'm sure it's what, like 6%. I'm just guessing. I have no idea. You get that sort of artificial price pump, but when the indexes break down, it works against you. So that's what's happening here. It is worth noting that it's not as if every top component is down today, because it's not. Amazon's in the green, Microsoft's in the green, Google's flat, Facebook's flat, Apple's down 0.5%. So it's not as if this is happening across the board. But the indexes can work for you or they can work against you.
Facebook closed under 300 for the first time since last April yesterday.
Whoa.
Yeah, well, I did that because how I track the for my daily newsletter. If you remember PreMarket Prep Plus, it comes out, just kind of wraps up the day action, give a little insight. I just remember it's done just after 5 o'clock, so I don't have the magic of knowing what happens at 6 or the opening. It's just based on that action. And the top components, the biggest winners and the biggest loser, and boom, the biggest loser yesterday was Facebook. I'm like, wow, when's the last time Facebook closed under 300? And I had to go back to April of last year. So Facebook not looking good on the monthlies.
I mean, it really is remarkable. I'm looking at tickers in the chat. It really is remarkable how much pain is in some of these names. SoFi, yeah, $11, brutal move for those of us who are in that stock. And again, I preach diversification for a reason. But you can look at a firm AFRM making a new low. The all-time low is 46. We're gonna hit that tomorrow.
Oh.
At the rate we're going.
Spencer, diversification
we're
doesn't mean you have to have a bunch of different losers in your portfolio.
Roblox 57 all-time
Oh
low.
my lord! Oh my lord!
All-time low in Roblox right now.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! I hope Bill Santiago's doing okay. Oh my lord! I didn't even look at these things. Oh my! Well, Lucid, man. And what is tomorrow the anniversary of, Spencer? I think this is all your fault for thinking about that. What's tomorrow the anniversary of?
Tomorrow is the 1-year anniversary of GameStop going to 483.
Yep. Was it 483?
It's 483. Yep.
Let me see. Because I'll tell you, when that went to 483, I was a little bit nervous because it did go to 483. Because we're not going to drill back on the dailies, and I'm telling you, this was a small position that Lisa had, and I begged her to get out. I wanted to get out of it. I wanted to get out at 100, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160, 170, and finally I convinced her to get out on the close that day. And the close that day was like 353. I woke up in the morning, the thing's trading like 420, 450, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this thing is going to go to 1,000. And it didn't.
It really felt that way. There was and it wasn't just GameStop. It felt that way with DWAC. It felt that way with Car. There were other ones. It just seemed like everything throw it out the window because nothing matters. But I mean, very obviously those days are over, at least for the moment.
Look at AMC. Look at AMC. Holy mackerel, $15.
I know.
What else is there? Costs.
I have not looked at KOSS in a long time.
That's holding up pretty good. Triple BY.
Wow, I forgot that cost got to 127. That was.
And what's the favorite one I always like to mention, and you always groan.
BlackBerry? That was no Bed Bath.
No,
Bed Bath. No.
no, come on. No
M-
one ever mentions this stock. She's not around anymore. She passed away.
Oh yeah, Muriel Seabird, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. That stock went to 18. Is back in 292. Let's what else do it now? You know what? I don't want to do this because there's people losing money on this, and I don't want to ever do that because I don't want people making fun of me when I'm losing money. So
It's
I'm
no
not going to
fun.
do it. No,
It is no fun, but there isn't a lot to like about this tape here today. I mean, tech broadly trading down. You got pockets of green, right? Obviously, your XLE is up again. Your utilities are your leader, up 1%. So I'm talking NEE, I'm talking SO. I'm
now
talking,
why? Now what? That is so like that's the market saying that the Fed doesn't know what they're doing at all.
um,
Basically, right?
I so the whole thing about like the market and the Fed is I think like all it really comes down to is trust. I think that's really it. It's like do you, and when I say you I mean like does the market, which is this Mobius thing, does the market like trust the Fed to do what it says it will do and to do it in a way that won't completely screw things up. And
Was that an SAT word that you just stuck in there?
I may have made that word up actually.
Immobius?
Yeah, did I make that word up? Is it a word? It sounds like it's a word, so I went with it. No, but like, does the market trust Jerome Powell? Does it trust the Fed? Um, and yeah, I think I'm out climbing. Clearly, he's not out climbing right now. It says they don't, and I think that's probably it. It's probably it.
What
So
what was the spelling in that word you used?
I don't know. I just made it up, Joel.
IMB or IMP?
I am Immobius.
Oh,
IMOBIOUS.
M-O maybe?
I
Hold
don't
on.
know. I just
OBIUS?
I just made that
That's not a word.
on a word. It sounded like it was good though.
But
Anyway,
there's a Immobius, I
anyway,
think. Oh, no, you got me
yeah,
distracted. I like to know words.
you've got
Impious?
a safety trade on today, right? You've got
What
you
is an
know
impious person? Let's see what this is.
you I
Lacking reverence or proper respect. Is that the word you wanted to use?
no, I don't know what the word I was looking
You
for.
really messed that one up.
All right, so your safety
No, I'm
trade.
never selling my Peloton, Trent. Nah, 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 nah. I'm holding it to 0. Send me the certificates. And I said that. How long ago did I say I'm holding it to 0?
I don't know.
I mean, it's like, it's whatever, point oh, whatever. It was a little bit bigger percentage of Lisa's portfolio. Now it's a little bit less of a percentage. Morpheus, is that the word you wanted?
No, I'll think of the real word eventually. Anyway, it's a safety trade day. You got energy, utilities, staples. Hey, banks are actually no, banks are weak, but like Visa and Mastercard are having okay days. Well, actually, no, I shouldn't say that. Actually, I should say that Mastercard is having a good day off the open. Healthcare very randomly having a good day. You can look at like BMY. You can look at Merck. We don't look at Merck anymore. But Merck is wow. That Merck chart looks funky. Um,
Yeah, let's see
I
the Merc.
I just got a message from Aaron Bree that Apple. What, Aaron? Come on, Apple's up. What? Okay, so we just started going up a little bit in Apple. All right, we went up a little bit. We went up a dollar just now in Apple.
Why?
Um,
What's he saying
I
that?
don't know. I think he's got some call options, is why he's telling me that. But it's just a weird.
Hopefully he's short him.
No, no, no. I
It
don't.
did. It did it go up? Yeah. Oh, maybe they leaked a report. You know they're gonna beat. I mean, when does Apple not beat? Right?
No, they always beat.
They always
They
beat.
always beat. And if you go out the 1 to 2 weeks after a report, it typically trades higher. If you're willing to, if you buy the stock today and hold it for 1 to 2 weeks, it more in the aggregate it will trade higher more often than not. But that's just based on the past performance, and we all know what past performance doesn't equal. So
We
anyway,
are ripping in the S&Ps, folks, and you know why? Because what could have screwed people more today than an unchanged session, right? And I was thinking about that. We talked about that this morning. 44.22, 42.63. What could like be more? The only people um that are going to really super benefit from this are the option sellers, and that's something that we talked about with the Tesla trade, and we were talking about that. And actually, it's the pre-market prep stock of the day. Now, depending on how if you held that straddle that you paid $90 for, and if you hold both ends, do you know where that's trading at right now? The put's trading at 91, and the call's trading at a buck. So you took on $90 worth of risk and you got buckas. That's what you got there. Tesla on the day. So just a little option rant there.
And just here, let me do this real fast. Let me pull up the calendar. I brought this up earlier, but I'll bring it up again. Looking at the calendar for tonight, it is a big night. Obviously, we talked about Apple, we got Visa, we got Robinhood, we got Mondelez, Juniper, U.S. Steel, Atlassian. Oh, how bad is Atlassian down today?
Team, right?
Yeah.
TEAM.
No, it's actually up today, but it's gotten brutalized the last few months.
How did they come up with team out of Altassian?
Because the whole thing is they build like software for companies to like work together and collaborate. So it's like you're part of a team. I mean, Benzinga uses Atlassian software.
You know what I want to? I haven't looked at it all day. Let me get rid of the 1 minute chart. It makes me nervous. And I don't get nervous. Except the Michigan Ohio State games. Let me change this to a daily. Let's change this back to a 15-minute. Where do you think, and I haven't looked, and I hope you haven't looked, where do you think now is right now?
I looked before we started the show.
You looked before you started the show?
Yeah.
I saw a trade. Oh, what's the handle on it? Just give me the handle.
No, I wouldn't know that. Sorry. I wouldn't.
Um,
I tend to look at up or down and how much.
What's the first digit? Is it on now? Is it a 4 or a 5?
I was gonna say. I thought
The first digit.
I thought it was a 3. No, it's not.
3.
Am I way
Is it
off?
a 3? I don't know. I was gonna say because
5. Holy crap!
5.
Wow, I'm way off.
5 now. Okay, because I was looking at like something 45, and I looked above that. That was a monthly level, and it looked like it. If it got above that, it was just going to keep on going. And let's see. Now I'm going to pull it up. I swear I haven't looked all day.
I have a bad memory when it comes to prices. I tend not to.
It got through it, but it did. You see that? I was talking about this on the dailies. 545. I mean, you would have been saying Joel is so stupid when I went to 556.99. But right now you'd be saying, man, I'm sure glad I got out at 545. Just looking at that big red candle there. Whatever Aaron Bree rally that was just stuffed out in a heartbeat. Apple's down 50 cents. So I don't know what he's talking about.
Wait, R2D2, you're like the third person to mention that this week. Can you clarify what you're talking about? Because I'm genuinely, I don't know what you're talking about, but I want to know what you're talking about. So
R2D2?
Yeah, in the chat, multiple people have complained about having to sign up, but I don't really know what they're referring to. So please, like send me a link or something. Like tell me where I can see what you're seeing so I can help you, because I don't actually know what you're talking about, but I want to help you. But you're not the first person to mention it this week, so which is why I'm calling you out right now.
Didn't Luke say something about you had to sign up for?
No, I know, but I don't think that's what. I don't know. R2D2, just please give me more details so I can help you, because I want to help.
Isn't it R2 and then D2? Isn't that the way it is instead of R2 D2?
Yeah.
Let's talk of Star Wars here, right?
Right, exactly.
Okay.
Okay, let's go to what else was on my list here. Oh yeah, AMD is having a rough go of it today. Well, so is all of tech is, so it is what it is.
Maybe it's from Thinkorswim. They're trying to help you here.
Thinkorswim, by the way, I want to throw this out there. If you're on Thinkorswim and you love the Benzinga squawk,
there it is. I think Spinner's got it.
Okay. If you're watching the Benzinga squawk on Thinkorswim is getting rid of the Benzinga squawk starting, I believe, next week. But Charlie's not going away. You can get Benzinga Charlie all you have to do is sign up for Benzinga Pro. I believe there is a discount going around. Let me get your get that link over. But I'll make this announcement again in the coming days. Don't worry, because I think Monday is the last day of the Benzinga Squawk on Thinkorswim, because they're getting rid of Squawk in general. But Charlie's still around. He's still up every day at 5 a.m. squawking.
He never sleeps.
He never
Charlie
sleeps.
never sleeps.
He's squawking to the Benzinga Pro subscribers every single day. So you can always go to Charlie on Benzinga Pro. I'm putting the word out there. What else was in the chat / on my list? We did not look at Intel this morning. I'm going to look at it now.
Oh, Intel.
Oh,
$48.
Interesting.
Oh, Intel. Now that looks one I'm going to be taking to my grave with me. Dana and Emily, in your new position in Intel. Sorry I couldn't leave you any money, but you got a bunch of Intel. I guess the good news is here we're on some monthly lows, so hopefully that holds. If not, 45. You got a date with 45, but that's what the monthlies are telling you. They can't ever do anything. Did they actually miss this time? Because usually they beat and then go down. Now, what did they? I didn't even look at the report, but obviously supply chain issues, right? Something like that. What was the actual report?
From Intel, I'll be honest, I don't even know. I didn't even look this morning.
Obviously, it wasn't very good.
I didn't even look this morning. See a slight buy imbalance at the close. 1.1 buy imbalance. $1.1 billion buy imbalance. Excuse me. So,
I mean, I'll tell you, this action in the last hour, half hour. I mean, it has been just unruly. I mean, it is, there's obviously been big volatility overnight and everything, but like if you're out here now and you're trying to, you're down a couple G's on the day and you're just throwing darts here. I mean, look at that move it's just uh, I wouldn't say impossible, but I'd say pretty darn hard. I mean, look at that spike that you just had. You were thinking, oh, we went green. We're going back to the highs. And then actually, it stalled. How close did it stall to the close? The close was 41.50. Where did we get to in that last bracket? That last bracket, we got pretty close to that. We got to 44.75. So right there, your close is, you're helping you out there. Use your closes, folks. Daily highs, lows, and closes. They don't always work, but people are always worried about the mark.
Just total chop fest here into the close. Whatever stocks are on your radar, drop them in the chat. We'll take a look. How about Chevron making a new all-time high? JG says, well, yeah, it's going with oil. I mean, oil is actually down today, but energy is up. So, I mean, the oil futures, are down, but every energy stock is up. So there's that. You got that going for you, which is nice.
Yeah, nice breakout. Man, that Devon Energy took off. Is this really an all-time high? Because I know ExxonMobil's not. Nope.
My chart goes back to 1994, and today is an all-time high.
It is. I had 135.10. Hey, it's a good spot. Keep an eye on it. I'm not going to give you any targets or anything. Just keep an eye on today's close. That's what I would say. If you're looking for profits, locking in profits on this, then that's what I would say. Keep an eye on.
I like it when people remind us about ticker risk from like 2, 3, 4 days ago. Thanks for the reminder about Kohl's. I've not looked at Kohl's since like Monday. So how is Kohl's doing, Steve and Daniel? How has it done this week? All right. Well, I don't know what to think here. Because on the one hand, it has held a lot.
All right, let me see. Sure. I would, if I own Kohl's.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't. Well, actually, I do. No. Lisa does. Lisa owns Kohl's. She $64. Why would you? I mean, they say they're getting taken out at 64. You don't hear any kind of confirmation. It trades a little bit over 64. I mean, what more do you want? I mean, who was talking about Sycamore, Oak Point, and your brother putting together a better bid than $64? You don't have a brother, do you?
No,
you just have a sister.
Yeah. But yeah,
I mean, come on, what do you want? You think someone's going to take this out at 70? and 75 and 80. Kohl's, the department store that's basically Amazon. What, you can take your packages into Amazon and for free or something, and they ship
Hey,
it. Are they still doing
I
that?
have. Oh yes, they're still doing that. I've always liked Kohl's.
I do. I Lisa likes Kohl's too, but it's like you go in there and she goes, okay, here's a coupon for this. Here's a coupon for this.
It's
And it's like I mean, how are they going to make any money? It's just like triple BY. They got to get. They
it's
should have.
not. It is not just like no
All
other.
right, it's not triple BY, but they give 20% off forever. And what happens? I mean, go to 10%, go to 5%. I mean, but is that what
The
the
take. You want the
Bed
price?
Bath and Beyond, was it 20% off? They send in. Don't even send them anymore. You
No.
think they would be doing better than that? I think I still have some in my car though.
So the Kohl's thing, there was a bid for at 64, and a reported bid potentially higher than that.
Give me a break.
Look! It's held a lot of these games though. This is
I'm not saying that Starboard may not want to pay 64, and they're very smart and they're very sophisticated. What I'm saying is, who is going to trump Starboard at 64? That's the only thing. Maybe they're just someone's waiting, they're buying it in, and they're buying it cheap, and then they're going to come out and say, "Yeah, we're going to pay 70 for it." It's Kohl's. It's a department.
yeah.
It's Kohl's.
Hey,
I mean,
speaking of
it just
this is
doesn't make any sense to
a
me.
little off topic. Speaking of Starboard, I bought their SPAC. It was SVAC was the ticker, and I totally forgot that I had it for like months. And then one day I saw the new ticker in there, and I didn't know what it was, and I freaked out. I thought someone hacked my account because I was like, "What is? I did not buy this. What is this?" But I was like, "Oh,
What's the new symbol?
I don't remember. I sold it a long time ago. I have no idea."
Tell me. I want to
I
know.
don't remember what the new symbol is. I saw, as soon as I
That-
saw what it was, I sold it. I forgot that I had it. Wait, there was a comment in the chat I wanted to get to, and I forgot what it was. Oh yes, thank you, Hex Pony. Any dad sayings, Joe? I hadn't had the dad joke of the week or dad joke of the day for a while. So
Oh, you know what? And I have these here. You got to remind me every day because it doesn't take
you
very
forget.
long.
You forget.
Dads love taking photos of their outdoor furniture to show you how much snowfall they got.
Yeah, who doesn't?
I mean, that's more of a dad thing. And then yesterday, dads hate killing bugs, but they love being the hero when they do. Do you know Dana and Emily still won't like kill like a fly or a bug? They're like scream and have to come in the other room, and
Sometimes I think that's my job at home is just to kill spiders.
then I act like I'm gonna eat it. That's when I was little.
All right.
You turn your head and you act like you're eating it, and they would get really free. But now that they're 26
All
and
right, we're
29, they don't
talking
fall for
about,
that
is
anymore.
Apple the story of the evening here? Will Apple save us? That is the question. Will Tim Cook come out and save everybody and everything? We'll find out in an hour from now when the conference call starts. But we're done. Here's our closing bell. There it is.
Nice timing, Spencer.
Yeah, well, I have a clock. So, I have a clock that goes down to the second, so I can know these things. Anyway, we are done. We're gonna hop off now because Cannabis Insider is going live. Final tally is S&P is a little bit in the red.
Not
Nasdaq
a good
down
day.
1.25%. Russell, poor Russell. Whoever the Russell was named after, I bet they wish it wasn't, but it's down to 2.25% today. There's your tally.
Listen,
All right. We're gonna hop everyone. Have a great rest every day. Hit that like button for me, please. I'd appreciate that. And Cannabis Insider going live right now. Joel will catch you tomorrow. Everyone will catch you tomorrow. And don't forget, we are streaming the Apple and the Hood conference calls when they start at 5 o'clock today. Have a great rest of your day. See you tomorrow.